Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Mark Krebs. I'm a gold qualified consultant with Team Sunset. I have been with Archer and Evolution Travel for 17 months now, but I've been a travel agent for 9.5 years. So I'm uniquely qualified to teach this class on instant commissions. With me tonight is a very special guest, Stephanie Crosser. She is a double gold, nearly Evo 200 agent with Team Sunset as well. I will let Steph introduce herself, but she's got a lot of knowledge about instant commission as well, and we're going to tap into her knowledge a little bit tonight as well. But this is how to make instant commission on your sales so that you're not having to wait for that traditional commission. For those of you who are new and for those of you who are a bit older, you may be asking yourself, how can I make that instant commission? Well, this training class is going to teach you how to do that. So I first want to bring Steph on because Steph is a flights guru. And this is one way that you can make instant connection or instant commission and instant connection with your clients, actually, so that they keep coming back to you. And flights is one of the biggest ways that you can make an instant commission and one of the most popular ways because we do not get paid traditional commission on flights. Contrary to popular belief, from the general public who work with travel professionals, they think that we get paid commission on everything, but that simply is not true. So, Steph, why don't you come on the line and talk about your thought process of charging service fees to your clients, and then I will bounce off of that as well for your clients when it comes to flight only bookings.
Yeah, hey guys. I don't know if you can see me yet, but I'm here. Um,
Yep, we can see you.
oh, perfect. Okay. So my name is Stephanie Crosser, like Mark said, I'm a double gold Evo, almost 200. I'm in the Philadelphia area. And like Mark said, a lot of people will say, don't book flights because we don't get commission. And last year when I heard that, I'm a big advocate for when you're told that you can't do something, try it out. So I sold the heck out of was that I wanted to charge a fee so that I did get paid something. I did a lot of flights only bookings and I sold over $200,000 in flights within my first 12 months with the company. I am really well known for flights. A lot of people know that that's what I book. I can do it with my eyes closed backwards. And that's still what I'm booking a lot of. So like Mark said, there is a lot of pros to doing instant commission with flights, and that's the most common place that we find instant commission. And my approach to that is, traditionally when we're booking a package, I charge a refundable $40 fee. When I'm booking a flight only, I actually do not refund that $40 because I need to earn commission on what I'm booking. So you'll hear from Mark about how when we're booking international, we charge it a little bit differently because there's more work that goes into that. But $40 I found was a good amount for me. And some people will say, you know what, I'm not comfortable with $40, right? So another route you could take is charging a percent, like 10%. Or I've seen people charge $25 alternatively as well. So most of what I sold in my first year was flights. And a lot of people will say there's no money in flights, but there absolutely is. I went full time at 5 months in the business and I was selling mostly flights. So that's a little bit of my story and background. And I'll be here to chime in probably a little bit later too, towards the end. So
that sounds great, Steph. Thank you very much. Yeah. Now go tend to the boys.
I know.
I hear them in the background.
Yeah,
so yeah, like Stephanie said, a lot of people do say do not book flights only. And this simply is not true because of the fact that there is a lot of instant commission that is available. Like Steph said, she sold over $200,000 in flights in her first 12 months with the company. If you think about it, she's charging $40 on that. So she probably made around $10,000 to $12,000 in commissions. I don't know her exact number. She won't tell me her exact number. So I'm guesstimating here, but $10,000 to $12,000 in commissions, just in instant commission on flights only. So the money is there. Okay. Like Steph said, she charges $40 for a domestic flight. And some people are not comfortable with that high of an amount. So when your clients are not that comfortable with it, you have absolute power to drop that rate to whatever you want or charge it as a percentage. And I'll talk about more about charging percentages here in just a little while when it comes to the full packages as well. But what I do when I book flights only is I charge $25 per ticket for domestic and $75 for international. And the reason for the international flights being charged at a higher rate is because there is a lot more work that actually goes into those flights. Because you have to coordinate not only the flight aspect of it, so the departure, you have to look at the connections to make sure that your clients are going to have enough time to clear customs wherever they're going. If there's a layover involved, you've got to make sure that you're able to tailor that flight and those flights round trip so that your clients don't get into a situation where they're going to miss their connecting flight. And I'll talk about a little story about that here in just a little while as it relates to instant commission. You also have to put in a lot of information into the airline's websites on behalf of your clients too. And I have a flights training that I'll post my YouTube channel in the chat at the end of this session, so that you guys can watch my flights training as well, because it talks more about domestic and international flights and what needs to be done. But because of that extra work that I have to do for an international flight, that's why I charge a higher fee. Now, if there are any changes that need to be made to the flight or to the itinerary, no matter what, I charge a $100 service fee for any type of changes, in addition to what the airline's going to charge. And my clients have no problem paying that because I've taken the work off of their plates. Okay. They know that I'm going to be the one sitting on the phone for hours with the airlines in some cases. And going to that story that I was telling you guys about, I had a client earlier this summer, where they were flying from Sioux Falls, South Dakota to Dusseldorf, Germany. Okay, pretty straightforward. We had enough time built in to their itineraries for layovers and whatnot, getting them through customs. If everything had gone right, everything did not go right. In fact, everything went wrong under the sun and the moon. So initially we had issues with their seating assignments. So I charged them a $100 change fee because they wanted to change flights as well and seating assignments and whatnot. So we had a $100 change fee that I charged as instant commission. It was 2 tickets, so I hadn't changed my rates at that time yet. So I charged them $100 right up front and said, you guys know that there may be a fare difference. And they're like, yeah, that's no problem. Go ahead and make the changes. So the day of departure going to Dusseldorf came, and I was watching my client's flight from Chicago to Frankfurt, Germany. Well, their flight in Chicago got delayed by an hour. So they weren't going to make their connecting flight in Frankfurt to Dusseldorf because they had to clear customs. So what I could have done was charge them another $100 change fee because I had to get on the phone with Lufthansa to begin with, who said to call United. So I was on the phone for 3 or 4 hours with these 2 airlines trying to make the changes to this itinerary so that my clients would not miss a connecting flight while they were still in the air, because I was tracking that flight and they were in the air, did not know that there was an issue other than their flight was delayed leaving Chicago. So I could have charged them another $100 for the change fee, but I didn't, because I knew this was a situation that was not of their making. On the way back, they were initially supposed to leave an hour early. The flight got delayed. The inbound flight from Chicago got delayed, and they ended up leaving on time and then ended up getting stuck in customs in Chicago. I had left them 2.5 hours to clear customs, and the average wait time in customs in Chicago was only an hour for the previous 3 weekends. But for some reason, that weekend they were running slow. And so I had to make another change to that client's itinerary with United. So again, I was on the phone with United again, with it not being their fault, making another change. That could have been another $100 in instant commission for me making that change. But again, since the delay wasn't their fault, it was actually United's, I didn't charge them that fee. So if you think about it, you could theoretically, I could have charged an extra $200 and my clients would have been okay with it. But being the travel agent professional that I am, I did not charge them that fee because these delays were not their fault. They did not deliberately miss their flights. Okay. These were operational issues with the airlines. So I didn't feel right charging them a fee for making these changes and taking my time in the middle of the night one time and then first thing in the morning the next time trying to get these flights changed. So I look at it is the way I look at it is if it's a client's issue, then I charge the change fee. If it's not, if it's an operational issue with the airlines, then don't worry about it. Get on the phone with the airlines, make it as smooth as possible for your client and keep them updated. Okay. And I talk about that in my flights training. Now, when it comes to instant commission, we talk about during the informational webinar, the website, My Profit Agility. How many of you have looked at My Profit Agility and have played with the site? Kirsten, I charge for any changes I make, domestic or international, because there's always going to be a change fee involved as well. So that's how I charge that out. So Susan's looked at it at My Profit Agility. Who else has looked at My Profit Agility and played with the commission control? Lisa has looked at it, not played on it. Lisa Pennevaller, Bonnie has. Okay, so we talk about that. And if you take that commission control, that initial commission, Katie, I know you've played with the site a few times. So I want everybody after this presentation to go into My Profit Agility and play with the site, okay? Because you're not going to break anything as long as you don't put a credit card in. Play with that site and specifically play with the resort bookings within 60 days of travel, because that is where you're going to make the most instant commission. So let me actually get rid of this. And let me pull up My Profit Agility here. And I want to show you guys what I mean. And I'll just use the example that I use for presentation all the time. So let me get it pulled up here because I know the special is still going. Okay, it was as of yesterday. Okay, so look at Westgate Lakes Resort and Spa, the 3-star resort in Florida. Okay, for this 3-bedroom from 923 to 930. Our clients look at it online. They get it for $2,098.50. We get it for $524.33 with the standard agent commission of $52.89. Okay. So we're just going to select that. And we're going to actually look at one that's a little bit further down. We're going to look at the one from 1021 to 1028, 4474.02. Okay, so we get that for $849.18 after savings. That's the wholesale rate. Okay, with a standard commission of $85.98. We're going to click on book. You can make $1,493 in traditional commission if you want, but I don't want to wait for my traditional commission, guys, especially on a rate like this. So I'm just going to click on $100. I'm going to click the down arrow in the commission control, and I'm going to take that commission right out of there. Okay. So that's going to drop the resort week price down to $760.54. Okay. Yes, David. It is actually in the travel cafe for profit agility. Okay, so it has dropped that resort week price to $760.54. When it's fully occupied with all 12 people, it comes to $905 per person per night, which is an amazing deal in itself. Okay, so you're already saving your customer, your client, $3,713.48. But let's just say you want to make $1,000 on it. Okay, you're still going to save them $2,713.48. And the way that you're going to do that is by charging them twice. The first time you're going to charge them is you're going to put their credit card information into Profit Agility and charge them the $760.54 through Profit Agility. The second time that you're going to charge them is you are going to use a system like Square on your phone, on your computer. And you're going to charge them $1,000 if that's what you've decided to charge for that instant commission. And don't call it an instant commission to your client. Call it a service fee. Call it a wholesale fee. Call it something like that. Okay? But still explain the savings to them, that they are still saving $2,713.48 off the retail price of this package, of the resort. Okay. And for something that may take you an hour to book, you've just made an easy $1,000 in an hour. And you get to keep 100% of that profit. That is 100% profit in your pocket. Now, Square's going to take a little bit out for their processing fee. It's 3.5% plus 15 cents per transaction, plus a processing fee to transfer it directly to your bank. Or in my case, to my Venmo card, to my business account on my Venmo card. Okay. That is how we can make instant commission, guys. As simple as that. I'm going to show you guys another way of how to make instant commission. Has everybody gone into their back office and signed up for My Evo Rewards yet? No, Kirsten, you do not want to send it to your Akimbo card. Because your Akimbo card, it's going to, I mean, you can send it, but it's going to be a bank transfer. If you send it to your Venmo card, it can be an instant transfer and you can get it within 30 minutes. Okay, so Susan says she hasn't signed up for My Evo Rewards. Do you just not know where to sign up for that yet, Susan? Okay, so let me show you where to sign up for that, Susan. So you guys see my back office here. On the left-hand side, underneath the Travel Cafe tab, it says Evo Rewards. You just click on Evo Rewards. and then click here to access your Evo Rewards portal. It's going to give you a little sign in or sign up over here in blue, Susan. Just click on the sign up button, put your name, your email address, your Evo ID, create a password, and boom, you're done. Use the same email address that you use to sign up with Archer. And then once you're done with that, download the My Deals app and sign in on your phone. That way you have it with you at all times. Okay, so this is another way that we can make instant commission, guys. So we're going to look at Walt Disney World theme park tickets. Now, with Evo Rewards, you do not receive commission. Okay, let me say that again. You do not receive commission when you book through Evo Rewards. So let's say your clients have 2 adults and 2 kids. Okay, and they are going to go and they live in the Orlando area, let's just say. They're going to go on March 4th of next year. You can search the tickets. Okay. So the 7-day price is $30.59 with Park Hopper Plus option. You're saving about $161 on those tickets. Okay, as an Evo Rewards member. Now, let's look and see what it would cost if we were to do it through Disney. So we're just going to compare, and you always want to compare. Now, if you were to do the same 7-day ticket on Disney, DisneyTravelAgents.com, you would actually get commission, traditional commission paid on this. Okay, but we're talking about making right now money. So we're going to select tickets. And if you book through Disney Travel Agents, it has to be for 3 or more days in order to get paid commission. So you would be better off buying a 1 or 2 day ticket through My Evo Rewards and adding a instant commission to that as well. Okay, so we're going to look at the theme park ticket, the 1 to 10 day standard date base ticket. And again, we're going to compare 7 days. And at this point, park reservations are not going to be required. So our clients won't have to worry about that. So this is good for any 7 days. And we're getting the Park Hopper option. Or no, we got the Park Hopper Plus. So compare with what we're looking at. So we're looking at the Park Hopper Plus option. Two adults and 2 kids. Okay. $3506.94 on Disney Travel Agents. $30.59 on Evo Rewards. A savings of about $450. You can mark these tickets up $450 and make that an instant commission. Or you can buy them on DTA DisneyTravelAgents.com, and make traditional commission. But if you want that instant commission, I would do this, mark it up $300 and save your clients some money. Tell them you're still saving them $150 and they would go for that. So do you guys see what I'm saying when it comes to Evo rewards and instant commission and then comparing the prices with our vendors? You can do this for Universal. You can do it for SeaWorld. You can do it for Busch Gardens. You can do it for Disney. All of them. So let's talk about packages. There are ways that you can make instant commission on packages as well. So let's say your client, Lisa, to answer your question about where do we send the instant commission, charge it out through, I would suggest using Square, because that is a credit card processing company and it is for businesses. Because you can customize it and you can show your client that you are a professional business and it's less of a chance that there's going to be a chargeback versus if you run it through Venmo or Zelle. So have it go into your Square account and then from there, link your Square account to your Venmo card or Zelle and do an instant transfer. So let's talk about packages. I'm going to quickly build a package here in Vax. Oops. It would help if I could spell. This is where I make a big amount of instant commission, is when I build it, when I build a package. So I have an agent that I'm working with right now. And I'm just going to use the information from her booking because I know it off the top of my head. So I'm using Apple Vacations for this. Hopefully. Okay. So let me just make the changes to this because I know what the package is, and I need to send this information to her anyway. Okay. So let me just add the rest of the features. And the only other feature that I'm adding is Travel Protection Plus to this. Okay, so do you guys see the total package price on the right-hand side of $12,821.12? Okay. So in VAX, if you click on booking administration, you will see what your traditional commission is going to be. That would be paid out. $14.80.48. Okay, that is, remember, that is paid out 30 to 60 days after the client has come back from their trip. And again, you can increase this if you want. And always pay the gross price. The net price is without commission, and that is a wholesale rate for travel agents. Okay, but this is where my instant commission comes in for packages. I charge a standard 10% fee on all my packages up front. And I tell my clients this, and I put it into a document as well that they sign so that they see what my fees are. Because I want to get paid for the work that I have done on this trip. And I'll put that document into the chat box so that you guys can clone it if you want. But my instant commission on this would be $1,282.11, which I would charge using my Square account right up front. So that makes the entire package the package cost to my client of $14,103.23. And that is the price that I will tell my client. Okay, so that is how I make instant commission and right now money instead of waiting on that traditional commission to come in. Now, our instant commission does not go to towards our IATAN cards. Just remember that. But again, we are getting to keep 100% of that instant commission. We don't have to split it with that 80-20 with Archer. Does everybody see what I'm saying and how to charge fees and how that translates into instant commission? Perfect. Let me pull up that file here. Real quick. And I'm going to send this to you guys. Okay, this is a PDF file that I'm sending to you guys into the chat. So please click on it and download it. This explains my service fees that I charge, and you guys can use this to craft your own service fee agreements, which I would suggest having for your clients to sign so that they can't come back and say, well, I didn't agree to pay this service fee. In addition to my service fees, I also charge a $25 per domestic booking and $50 per international booking research fee. That is something new that I just started doing as of August 1st. So it is something that I am doing because my time is valuable. And having that information in front of me, I mean, I can make a booking. I'll give you an example. I took a phone call from a gentleman last week who gave me bare bones information, but enough information that I was able to come up with a trip to Ireland for him and his nephew within 3 hours of his call. I tried to quote within 24 to 48 hours of my initial contact. And so I got paid $50 right up front by him. And that's non-refundable because that is my research fee, because that is the time that I am taking out of my day to research this trip for my clients. So Lisa, to answer your question, so anything you have to research for the client, you're charging at least 10%? No. I'm charging them anytime I research is $25 for a domestic booking because they don't take very long, or $50 for an international booking because they take a while. I can usually have an international booking done in a couple of hours. So I'm making $25 an hour is what my fee breakdown it comes to. If it's longer than that, so be it. But I've got a good support team that I go to when I need help, and they will help me find the information that I need quickly. So it doesn't take me as long to book or to research for my clients. So those are those research fees that we talk about that you can charge to offset that our monthly fees as well. Charge those up front. You charge a $25 and a $50 research fee. Boom, you've got your $69.95 for the month taken care of. So, are there any questions about the ways that you can make instant commissions, guys, or about the way I structure my fees? Stephanie has stepped off. She was with her kids, so we won't be able to pull in her expertise. But I'm more than happy to answer any other questions that you guys have. Feel free to unmute yourselves as well for questions or put them into the chat box. Thank you, Susan. I appreciate hearing that. I think this training actually went better than my July training. So, yeah, no problem, Marie. Well, if there are no questions, guys, let me do one thing here. Yes, Kirsten, absolutely. This is how you would definitely charge for an event planning fee for a meeting. You can either set up a fixed rate for an event planning fee, or you can charge that 10% as a package. All right. Well, are there any other questions, guys? Thanks, Katie.
Mark, quick question for you.
Yeah, Katie.
Okay, so as of right now, I think Matt and I have our first client, or we're just waiting on the person to confirm with us how many people are going to go to this event.
Okay.
But we only have Cash App now. If we sell them the tickets to they want to go to a Browns game, do we have them send us our commission like to our Cash App, or how do we do that up front?
You can get a Square account. They are free, and you can get a free Square reader.
Okay.
So there's a $10 discount that you can get on that Square reader, which will make it free, and the Square account is free. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my referral code into the chat box so that anybody who needs it and wants to sign up can get free processing as well. Yeah, Lisa, why don't you use my referral code? This will take you straight into it. So give me 2 seconds to pull that up here. So don't sign up for Square yet. Of course, it's going to make me verify. So give me 1 second here. As soon as my dashboard comes up, I'll be able to get that referral code and I'll put it into the chat box for everybody. That way you guys have it, can use that. And once you sign up using this referral code, you can actually get 90 days worth of free processing up to $1,000. So, and you can invoice your clients, which is what I do when I have recurring payments. When I'm working with schools and I have a payment, I have to send an invoice to them to pay for that. So here is my referral code. So everybody can copy and paste that or screenshot it. It is in the chat box. But I would suggest using Square because it's going to make you look a lot more professional, and you can take any credit card that you want. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, or Discover. JCB, any of the major credit cards, you guys can take those. So, and then from there, once you set up Square for your transfers, you can transfer it to Cash App, Venmo, your bank account, however you want to do it. So does that make more sense, Katie?
Yeah, I was just asking about that because I was like, okay, well, we don't have Square or Zelle. We just have Cash App.
Well, now you're going to have Square. So definitely sign up with Square. Get that free MagStripe reader that you plug into your phone. It is completely free. And they'll ship it to you free. You'll have it within a week. But until then, you can use the Square app on your phone and just manually type in the credit card information. So, but it looks a lot more professional for a small business owner to be using Square versus Cash App and having somebody Cash App you a service fee. And it's a lot less likely for a chargeback to hit you that you don't have to fight with the credit card company. So this is how I charge all of mine, and they keep it all organized for me. So, and then send me a tax document, a 1099K tax document at the end of the year when I hit $600 or more, so that I can file that with my taxes because it is income. So I don't have to keep track of it and file my own 1099K. Square keeps track of all of that for me.
Okay, so I'm trying to set my, one up on my phone. It's asking me business structure. Do I put it like
Sole proprietorship.
okay, okay.
Yep. So use sole proprietorship.
Okay, for what name would you like to appear on customer receipts? Do I just
Use
put
your
our
travel
business
agency
name?
name.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
Use your business name.
okay.
So, and then just use all your business information
Okay.
from there. Okay.
All right. Thanks, Mark.
No problem. Are there any other questions, guys? All right.